The promoter's not paying enough. He didn't give me canes. Just kidding.
It's cool seeing like the background of it and then seeing after you chopped it together and how it works out. It looks wild as fuck.
Yeah, yo, Assasin family hour. What's up? What's up, guys? What's up? Everybody say what's up. Yo, Sunwise, how's it going, man?
Hey, it's Insomniac. How's it going?
Meidays 612.
DJ Killa beat.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we got a very special episode right now with Bedbury Music, DJ Killa beat. Yeah, if you haven't already saw, we got Really Psycho out right now, so watch that music video and shit.
A lot of production that went into that. That's
how
one of the craziest music videos that we have out.
Turned out fucking dope.
Cinematic,
yeah.
For real. A lot of good footage in that video.
Oh, yeah.
That video was dope, for sure.
All the editing is thanks to yours truly, Sunwise.
Yep. Yeah, no, up next we got a couple cartoon shorts we're trying to finish up and shit.
Keep supporting that shit so we can try to push more stuff.
Assasin saves Christmas.
Hell yeah. Other than that, we're looking out for some new merch in January. We've actually been talking to DJ Killa B here about some merch and shit too.
Oh, okay. Let me ask you honestly, being that we're talking about merch, how did you even like start doing this? Because you've built this up for years, and like I've watched it obviously because we've been working together for a couple of years. Like, how did you even like start, or like what was your first bit of merch, and like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So like in 2018. We started doing, like we did our first show was with Kirko Bangs.
Okay.
So when we got that booked, we're like, oh, we need to get some merch. And I had a buddy who had a heat press and a vinyl cutter. So
There you go.
I'd go to his house and he'd like punch in all the stuff on the computer, let it cut out. And then I would have to pull all the, it's called weeding. You got to like all the stuff. If it's the scissors, you got to pull out all the stuff in here
In
and
between
around. You know
shit.
what I mean? And then it's like a clear sticker basically thing, and you put it on, you heat press it, and then you pull the clear off, and it puts it on there. So I started doing that stuff. So I just was like, all right, let's put the record on the front. It's just basic record, Bedbury Music logo, and then the ZMP on the back. But just because my buddy had it, and I was just like, right place, right time. I was just like, all right, let's order some blanks, and like I think 50 yards of like Sicer vinyl was like, I don't know, like $70 or something. So
Oh, that's what that shit's called. Is it the same thing for the cookie? Is that what that's considered? No, slicer vinyl.
Sicer vinyl for
Is it the
like that's a brand of the vinyl
it's
that
the
went
brand.
on
Okay,
the
gotcha,
t-shirt.
gotcha,
Yeah. So like I just had a buddy and he's got a clothing line and shit. So since he had that stuff, I was like, let's get it.
Did you like print up like 10 shirts, 15 shirts, or did you just like?
I think we had like 50 shirts, I think.
Oh wow! So
And
you
then-
guys went all out.
Then I did them little like hand demos where it's like 5 songs and I wrote out everything and numbered everything, you know, like each disc to each package and all that crap. So everything was just
Seems like a thing.
I always wanted
Right.
to, I guess I always wanted to, know that just because, when we first met, you know what I mean, when we did that Liquid Assassin show.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, dude, like, I've seen a lot of artists over the year. Nobody's came to a show like that with that kind of booth, with that much merch. Like, you know what I mean? It was really impressive, and that's what kind of, you know what I mean, drew me to want to work with you in the first
like
place.
we were just excited because we wanted to, go see Liquid in the first place, let alone open. And then I was like, all right, well, I got all these black lights and all these like the stands for the lights sitting around. So I was like, fuck it, let's make them on the booth. So it's sitting there in the dark. Now I'm the brightest thing in the room. Like there was literally more lights basically on that one little white table with my merch than there was being worked on the stage. Like,
That's the way to fucking do it.
That was how black.
Honestly, that was how you first described him to me. You're like, oh, you would like how this dude has his setup, man. He had all his lights on his thing.
Oh, yeah.
I was
That's
blown
before
away,
I ever
dude.
even
I was
knew.
like,
I ever even knew you at all. That was how he had
That was,
mentioned you.
yeah,
and shit.
bro, that was pretty dope. I think that was like an October show.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think it was 2019.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
because
it was
I
something.
opened for Ritz, then Liquid Assassin, then
Seems a lot
Mercury's.
longer ago.
Okay.
though.
Yeah, you see it now, right?
So that was dope as fuck. Make sure to like and subscribe to this video. Leave a comment. I'm personally gonna go through and see who did, and put y'all in the drawing for some free Bedbury Music merch.
And now I'm down.
Oh, I forgot we were filming again. I had to put the mask on last time ago.
Fuck it.
Meidays high.
Sneak and stuff. And yeah, it was like 25 shirts and like 10, 15 hats, something like that, 20 hats.
Oh fuck yeah. Well, that's not too bad.
It's like,
I
I mean, inflation and all that shit, but at the same time, like, there's definitely cheaper ways of doing it. It's just first time around,
I'm just gonna throw this on your podcast for everybody, not for just you guys, not for us. Anybody that's watching, that's doing.
That's what we're here for. Sure.
This is how you do your merch. You make an announcement that you're going to do your merch, and you collect everybody's money on pre-order. So now you got $300, $400, $500 of their dollars plus your $300 that you're gonna throw in, and boom, excess amount of everything.
Knowledge, y'all. Knowledge.
Yeah. So then also what you do is you do that, then you go back to these same people a while later, and you go, hey, we got new merch coming. Because if they bought it once, they're probably going to buy it again, especially if they've been rocking with you for a long time.
Right.
Like, I have a lot of people that they'll, like, lose a shirt or, it's, like, bracelets, pop sockets, like, just little stuff. And they're like, hey, I need this, or I need some stickers. And they'll run around and put them up in different places. I got kids riding bikes and skateboards up north all over. Like, I mean, kids, like, in school kids running around putting my stickers in different towns and all kinds of stuff. Like, you know, it's dope.
Yeah, back in the day for Polar Opposite, I used to like send shit out to people out of state. So I'd get mailing lists and send like bracelets and stickers to random people.
Yeah, so I
do all this in there.
Something as basic as that, and you can find out.
I was loving it when that happened because I was up north and it dumped on us like that. And my boss has like all these like Army Corps fucking buildings, like on like dams, like Pekegma Dam, Winnie Dam, Federal Dam, whatever. Right. And we get to go up and shovel all that shit, make a whole bunch of fucking money. Then I get to do like snow removal in like the parking lots, these big fucking dozer things and shit. Like, bro, I'm making money angels when that shit happens. That's what I'm saying.
Instead of snow angels.
That's right.
Yeah, dough angels.
That's what I said. That's what I said. That's what I say to my boss all the time when it first snows. I'm like, look at that. We're gonna be making money angels soon.
Right.
Yo, what up? This is Meidays 612 of Acid Mints. Shout out to our sponsors, Aspen Exteriors.
Why is that something we've only done a couple times though? Don't you think it's something you should do more often? We should be doing that as Acid.
I've done all kinds of stuff. Yeah, like I've reached out to many people like that, and also I will talk to people like when I went to Arizona. Aaron, I don't know if it's Vigil or Vigil. I met him outside of opening for Twisted Insane at Wild Willie's Cantina, and I think I traded him a shirt for some butt or something or something like that. But he was fucking with us hard after we performed and stuff, and then he's like sharing the music. So I like hit him up, and I was like, "Yo, I got some merch," and they I don't remember if I just sent that to them or if they bought another thing, but I have like hella people I meet out of state, or they found me online and they want merch. Boom, just pack it up.
Right.
Even locally, since I'm way up north, you know, like Minnesota, I'll send stuff down here for people all the time, or I'll go drop it off when I'm, you know, coming down for a band practice one day and going back up right away. Or
yeah, that's inspiring, man.
You know, like
I said, it's something I've attempted, but it's like doing all this different shit, following through on it again, having shit ready to go.
Yeah, following through, communicating is that's like the number one. Honestly, like if you, most of the people I meet that mess with my music, if they haven't seen me perform live, they like partied with me at like home, and they're like out of towners and stuff, and they're like, yo, let's check out your stuff, and they like it, and then I'm like, you remember the name, you remember the face, and you just hit up your people, man. Just even if it's not about the merch, just keeping like a little bit of a connection.
Contact, yeah.
You know, like
that's the one thing I've always lacked.
Yeah, well,
keeping the
as long as you got somebody on the
shit.
Acid Mints team that can do that, that's okay.
Yeah,
because there's 4 of you, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And all 4 of you know at least a few different people, plus a bunch of mutual people. So even if you say what up one time, and then like a week or two later, a month, 6 months, one of you guys talks to that person, like, you know, you're keeping, because you might be like, oh yeah, we're doing Acid Mints, blah blah. Next time they see Mayday's like, yeah, we got this podcast, we got new merch, we're going on tour, we're, you know, like start talking.
Yeah,
people
let's see
like,
all the stuff we do. Man.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
a rapport
you know,
with them and stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
Like, it's
Hell yeah.
to me, I'm always like a super communicating person. That's always been like that. That's kind of how I'm blessed enough to do what I do with the rock bands and be able to come down and do stuff like this and do the other shows, because I'm constantly like on the phone. Like when I'm not working, I'm working, legit. Or even if I'm at work, I'm working on music. I'm like going through my computer, organizing, calling people, booking shows, like trying to book DJ dates and weddings and all kinds of, you know, like I'm constantly talking to people.
Constantly working.
Yes, constantly.
This is Memories by Mayday. So back in 2015, me and Major Flow Entertainment, we went on tour with Liquid Assassin, Mr. K.A. and Divine. It was the Inception tour. And we were actually in Green Bay, Wisconsin one night. And we had a great show. Everything went well. Unfortunately, this was our first time going on tour. So we didn't have any merch. We didn't have any CDs. We were just happy to be on tour. We had a huge line to come buy merch and, get autographs and all these things. We had nothing. So me, Gami, Kingpin, J-Myth, we all were signing blank pieces of paper. As funny as that sounds, I think we signed maybe a cast or two, but that was about it. Other than that, Other than that, we had no merch. We were inexperienced, but overall it was a great tour. Shout out to Liquid Assassin for letting us come on board.
Going, you know that I going, prodigal kid, sacrifice a like Wu-Tang, I'm all about my cream.
Blow dryer, plug that shit in. Just use a fucking blow dryer. Don't you think that would work?
And what I've gathered here in this short couple of minutes is, you're a jack of all trades. I mean, you DJ, you're in bands, you rap.
DJ, drum, rap, sound guy. I can do whatever. I can book. I can manage if I have to. Like, if I'm not being the artist, I can be like, yo, I can do this for you. Just like you have done lots of stuff like that for me. It's just different when you're doing your artist stuff.
Right.
For yourself versus somebody else.
Yeah. I guess, tell the people, how did you get mixed into, like, where did you start? How did it go to the next thing? Because, right now, obviously, we do rap together. Me and you have some songs together. But, tonight, you're doing a show tonight. Where is it at?
So tonight I'm live with Motley Six in Inver Grove Heights, my Motley Crue tribute band. And I'm drumming for that. And we're going to go play at Jersey's Bar and Grill with Gypsy Road. That's a Cinderella tribute. They're going to open up the show and we're going to finish her off. But I started in bands. I've been playing shows since like 2008, playing rock shows. I've played drums for quite a while, but I didn't really get real serious till about 08, 09. So actually 09 was the first show, I think.
So
and
that's
the
like
first real
10,
show I
12
did
years
was
ago.
Varsity Theater.
Okay.
I played there. I was like, hey, this place is fucking dope. You know?
No.
I actually have DVD footage. I should try and rip it so you could insert
throw
that
it,
here
yeah.
type thing,
For sure.
Just a little baby Kyle fucking playing some drums, dude.
That's what I was gonna say. I thought you said the first show was like through your dad or something, or was it,
no,
how did that happen?
not that one. So this was my who booked that? My guitar player at the time, Dominic. He booked the show, I believe, Dominic McFadden. But we were just a 3-piece band that practiced in our house in our basement because my dad sings in one of my other bands, Hellrider, and we had this whole PA setup and amps and drums and everything. So we just constantly jammed, and then we started booking shows, and then we did get to play a show with my dad that year as well. His last show with his band that was called the Bootleggers.
So really, even though he was that influence, you've always done it. It wasn't like he was pushing.
No, he's never pushed anything. My mom's done music business like my whole life, and my dad's constantly been in bands.
That's
so,
good.
like,
That's
as a
good
little
inside
kid,
knowledge. I always assumed, maybe you just got the influence.
No,
so much
like
that
I've
you're
been
like,
around
I'll
like
do
the
it. I'll
best
do it.
of the fucking best people that have come through Minnesota. Like, you want to talk about people that can fucking play circles around people? That's the people that I grew up around. That's why I'm so consistent and persistent with all my stuff, to be like, I'm doing this. I've seen it be able to be done, but nobody did it because they had different priorities. And I'm not saying I don't have different priorities, but they're going to whatever union job, or this guy works for this, and I'm like, I'm gonna bartend a day in the week. I'm gonna go make all my money DJing for the month, my rent money, whatever, or I'm gonna play drums and rap, whatever I'm getting paid for, because I've seen how to do it. Everybody kind of laid this road in a way, kind of, whereas okay, if I do this, I just got to do this with that to make it work, because not saying it didn't work for them, but
it's more about following through for you.
I got a kid too.
You gotta follow through on the shit anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Other people are like, well, I gotta work tomorrow, and I gotta see the family tonight and this and that. And I'm like, okay, I see my kid every day. If it's one day a week that I need to drive down to go to band practice and drive back up the same day, still be able to pick my kid up from school the next day, all that crap. You know,
Yeah,
what's the
You're
problem?
making your life work with
right.
it no matter what.
You know,
I think it's because you were already doing all this before
so-
you had the kid.
Yeah.
Other people,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
they aren't used to consistency anyway. So once something like that with family changes, and then that becomes the dominant priority, obviously.
Yeah, and
so.
my kid, I'll show you clips of him making beats, like playing like basically MIDI on his phone, like playing drums, fucking keyboards, jamming on guitars.
Because I know. This is Behind the Mask.
Alright guys, we're Assasin. We've been doing this for a minute. This is Behind the Mask. The reason I really be making music, honestly, is just to get myself out there. You know, I think everybody has problems, obviously. Everybody goes through all these different things. So that's kind of cliche to say that's the real reason, but I think a lot of people really make music because they want a voice for something that they felt was never actually fucking heard in life. And that's the reason we've been doing this Assasin and shit. You know, it's not just for me, it's for the family. It's like, boring as that sounds, it's the truth. So we all have to work on these different things to put ourselves out there.
Whip around in the test. You can't even catch me. I said you can't even test me. Can't even test me. Yeah. This is the Killa like Kenny. This is the Killa like Kenny. Do what we do, and we just dismember them. Yeah, lately. I've been going crazy. Lately, I've been going crazy. Yeah, whip around in the techie. Fully electric, push to start. I don't even need the key.
And I could just go do what I did. So I played drums, then I went and did like, started making beats, and I was like, I just wanted to be a producer. I didn't want to rap, I didn't want to anything. So that's why I got Alex. And I was like, yo, write to this, because he was coming in out of the trap house, because his brother lived there too. And I'm making beats, and he's like rapping along to Tech 9 in his headphones and a bunch of shit like that. And I'm like, bro, why don't you do that on this?
Dude, man, shout out to I Aspire, man. He got some crazy bars, bro. He really is fast at that shit. There's not a lot of people where they can intricately do that and be able to.
You guys are gonna have to get him on here too.
Shit.
One of these times.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so I got him, and I had him because I wanted to learn how to mix and master vocals. So I wanted to start engineering more.
Poking my eye.
And then it turned from that to a sound guy job at Rockfest and Moondance and Country Fest and Northern Invasion, a bunch of shit like that. And then it went back to rap and into DJing. It's kind of like I was talking to her about it yesterday.
Is that song that you guys is on here? Sorry. You keep going.
It's on there. And I was just like telling her the timeline, like 2017 it was drumming, sound guy, 2018 or end of 2017 started DJing at the Wagon Wheel all the time, like constantly there every weekend, 2 nights a weekend. Then it turned into some rapping, and then I went on the road with or not rapping yet. Then I went on the road with Rock Gods and played with them. Then I went to rapping, and then I went back to playing drums and rapping and DJing and it's just been in and out, bro. Like
I guess
I've done basically every single job that you can do to make a show happen or anything. You know, sound guy. I've booked the shows. I've helped promote the show. You know, like I've done everything.
Anything.
Sound guy, DJ, and rap. The same that you've. I've been there, bro. You know.
Yeah.
You know.
Of course, I've booked you before, so I understand. You know what
Me
I
and
mean?
you've been a team.
You know, I mean, growing up, it sounds like you were, you know, predominantly in a rock house, right?
Oh, definitely.
You know what I mean?
It's like
so
rock influence.
What got you into rapping? Like, you know, who influenced you to start rapping? When did you write your first rap? When was the transition point? You know what I mean? From the rap.
So I always wanted to make beats, so I started making beats in like 2014. And I sent them to Trayvon. Shout out, my boy, Boss Body Trey.
Oh, that was like that was actually one of the first people.
Boy.
Damn, okay.
And so I started sending him beats, and he did a couple songs, and I kind of wrote out a verse. It's actually my knick-knack verse. It's way old. That song didn't even come out till last year.
Oh, okay.
But I wrote the verse for it like way back. First bars I ever wrote, and I recorded it, and I just listened to it, kept it to myself. I was like, I can't rap. I can't blah blah blah. I'm not gonna. Because I just wanted to learn how to engineer, and I didn't have Alex yet, so that's why I recorded that, so I could start figure out vocal editing, basically. And then Alex came along, and that's when I really started, like, all right, I'm going to write some stuff. I'm going to, you know, and I actually wrote Coming From the Soda after that, and then I wrote bars like Shady, and that was, like, one of my last releases. We're talking, like, 2014, 17 I wrote these songs. I was making 2017.
Are you saying you waited to release it all this time, or is
yeah?
that what you're saying?
Because I didn't just wait to release it. There's a lot of songs that I was like, this needs breathing room. This needs time to evolve. This lyric might change. I might hear something different, a different cadence, or something in the background, or I should put this sample.
Man, that takes a lot of self-control, honestly.
Right. But look you want quality over quantity, right? You don't want to just be putting out a bunch of songs that like blah blah blah, where people are not interested. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, kind of just at the time, becoming busy doing the rock shows and all that. I didn't have a platform to release the music. I didn't have a plan to release the music yet. I had some songs out, but not all of the songs, not my songs. I was like, Alex's songs were coming out. I didn't have nothing. I was writing and I was letting it breathe because, you know, it gives it life when it sounds more full. You have more, I don't know how to say it. You can't just rush something like that. And this is your art, and you want to be professional.
Yeah, I'm a mix of it, like where
I
I have to either make something really dope right away, finish it up, get it to the best level I can, and then put it out. Otherwise, I'll lose the passion in it. Yeah, but in the same sense, I do agree with you.
Like Raw Choppas, we re-recorded Raw Choppas probably 10 or 15 times.
The difference too is the type of shit you're making.
Yeah.
If I was doing chopper shit, I would also be coming at it with the same, like, okay, maybe I need to
that Raw Choppas one,
energy,
we would record and the chorus would never come out how I wanted it, and I was like, man, like
it'll get there.
Yeah. So I mean, we recorded in different like, because I had different studios as I went, so the rooms would be different, and finally I had the vocal booth and all that in the old studio that you followed me to, and the
Hey, real quick though, I forgot to say, check out Pay Me Mayday and DJ Killa B. Check it out.
Yeah. And it's just like, got that and I recorded it, and finally I listened and I was like, I got it. I'm happy with that finally, because I was so unhappy with it so many times. It's like, we need to wait. We can't just put it out. Like it's not ready yet.
Oh shit.
Blow up or some shit.
Hey, I'm not saying you
obligations.
I'm just saying you're invited.
You're all invited. As a matter of fact, if anybody wants to go up to the
what venue is it at?
Me doing shows overseas, doing shows out in the Denver, yeah, doing things that I don't even know. We just dismember them, yeah. All up in the truck, bodies in the truck, yeah, truck, chip it, truck. Bodies in the truck. Hey, chip it. Lately I don't give a fuck. She wanna jump on my nuts.
It sounds like you did it because you want to be able to do stuff.
Yeah,
because you're already working on all this music shit. You saw it as the fast way.
And this goes back to the rock stuff.
Exactly.
You listen to stuff till you hate it, right? When you're learning to play in a cover or a tribute band or whatever.
Okay.
So when you're doing that as an original artist, it's like scooping and sifting.
Sampling, in a sense.
You're gaining something from all your influences. So by the time that I went to rap, I'd been listening to Eminem for years, Yellow Wolf, Tech Nine, Bad Child, fucking Mercules, all these dope ass artists. Yeah. So I'm like coming at it with like double entendres and shit, like Pay Me. I'd be rolling up on these motherfuckers, ghosting like I'm Swayze. Like, you're rolling up, smoking, ghosting, ghost Patrick Swayze. There's so much shit in the wordplay. Like,
bro, I thought that shit was just a simple ass thing before, honestly. I did not realize that was anything like that.
Listen,
and that's the kind of bars that I like, too.
Yeah, bro. I was like, today we make a song. We walked in the booth and in the studio together, and we smoked up and did our do and fucking started writing a little bit, and I just got on the hook, and I'm like, bars. I'm like, okay, now I got an intro. Put that in here. So bars, yeah.
About to play that shit in the transition.
You know what I mean? And Alex comes in, and I got all my stuff done. I'm like, you need to write it. He's like, I can't push it. I'm like, push it. Now we're like left the studio. We're at my crib smoking and stuff, just still writing. And I'm like, bro, do it. And so I'm like laying on the couch, and he's sitting at the kitchen table just on his phone. And I remember it, like, for just the beat over and over and over playing. I got my headphones, and I'm like fucking rocking. I was like, I texted him. I was like, bro, I want to throw my fucking laptop through the TV right now. Like, this shit's going so fucking hard.
How many times have you done this like that, where you knew you were gonna make the song there and then?
Like, never. This is like the first time we did it.
Maybe you need to try to force you guys.
His bar though. He says, battling the baddest with my grammar in an ink war. And I was like, holy fuck. Because, like, you know, like, think of all the people that were technically in competition with, because it's all businesses, it's all, or whatever, you know, everybody's rap. Like, this guy wants to have higher streams than this guy and whatever. I'm like, bro, what do you think about? He's like, battling the baddest with my grammar in an ink war. And, like, all of our shows have been basically, at that time, we're opening for way bigger people than us, you know, like, we did Twisted Insane like 3 times. We did Cut Calhoun, Kirk O'Bangs, Montana 300, Ritz, Mad Child, 1 Ton, Stevie Stone.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, Mercury's fucking all these huge people, bro. Like, so when, like I said, I'd been listening to them. That's what we do. We listen. Alex was rapping to Tech 9 and all this JL, fucking all these dudes.
I think the important takeaway from that too is you guys are marketing it correctly too. You're marketing towards the fan base that it makes sense for you to be in versus other people might even get on those shows where they have no business in it. They're just doing it because they know it's a good exposure getting on that rich show or whatever's in town and shit.
Oh, dude, I'll send you a clip too. We pulled up and we were like, holy shit. The line was from the door way across the parking lot. And I knew one dude, Tyler Rabbit. Shout out Tyler. And I was like, Tyler! Stuck my head out the window. I was like, Tyler, make a move. I gotta go park. He's all, get out the way. He's all, Bedbury's coming through. Because he's like from my hometown. Like,
so it seems even more official. They're like, all right, we gotta let this suburban
so they let us go in. And
Acid Mints, Behind the Mask.
Yeah, for me, it was a little bit of a different aspect. I kind of felt like there was a voice that doesn't usually get across to a lot of people, and a lot of people can't ever speak for themselves or don't know how to express themselves or maybe too shy, those kind of situations. And for me, like, I was that type of person that I realized, like, there's no point because I don't really care what people think. And, you know, at the same time, like, I care about other people. You know, like, I appreciate it when somebody else understands the work that's put into art and stuff. So for me, it's really just the aspect of, like, making all this stuff but never showing anybody because you feel that criticism and then realizing that the criticism doesn't fucking matter because, like, whether it's something that you care about or something that you don't know, it doesn't matter. Everybody's going to interpret art in a different way, you know? So, you said it all right there, honestly.
What's up, y'all? Do me a favor, check out my video, Acid Mints with the guys. We got a brand new band video out. You know, we're out here playing videos, drones, cops rolling through, all that kind of stuff. So check it out. Just go on YouTube, look up Acid Mints, Really Psycho. That's Acid Mints, Really Psycho.
You guys ready? 3, 2, 1.
I blow, my blow, I want some more in the neon. He's out now doing bombs, smoke a paper from the power. Out of everything in the storm, no hero, my hand up in the asylum.
They had, you remember when you'd see a music video on MTV?
And it had the name of the album or something?
Yeah, dude, what are you talking about?
On the daily, so I'm diving in my money and swimming like the Navy.
It would literally have been like Bedbury music, the name of the song, name of the album, copyright by this person, and it's all in one little sentence, one little paragraph, little section at the beginning of the video.
Are you guys talking about the chicken fries?
Yeah.
I want fucking.
You're gonna have to ship that ahead.
Quarter of weed.
Dude, the most ridiculous
$200.
The most ridiculous rider that I've ever seen in my life.
Case of Aquafina. Whole case.
No, the most ridiculous rider I've ever seen in my life was Chingy's. Bro, this dude wanted to get picked up. He wanted first class seats.
I told that to my mom.
He wanted
That's all I got till the end of the year.
Man, you're listening to the Acid Mints Family Hour. We got DJ Killa B. We're on every week, man. We got new guests coming for real, bro. So, we got Young Gami next. What's the other dude's name from Team Bad Decision?
Mirnaz from Team Bad Decision. He's gonna be coming through, so you know.
We're trying to get Breaknecks to slide through when he can breakneck the mage. So,
hell yeah.
But yeah. keep on rolling with this shit. Look out, subscribe, watch out for more shit. Make sure you follow, bro. Plug them one more time with your Instagram or whatever.
Bedbury Music on everything. Just Google it. All your favorite streaming platforms will pop up. Just follow me or whatever. All of us. Go follow Acid Mints.
Acid Mints.
Everybody.
Instagram.
Boss Body Entertainment.
Meidays
Bedbury
612.
Music. I am Ispire. DJ Killa Beat.
Oh yeah, Who is Sunwise or whatever the fuck my shit is anymore, you know, you'll find that shit.
Everything's changing, so just tune in every week so you know.
Yep. Acid Mints.
Acid fucking Mints.
Peace.
The whole team, I ain't wanna say it, I've been living everything a dream. I'm back on my new shit, back on my new shit, my kick game is rude, it's awful, it's nasty. Don't make me come through, bitch, I pull up, I'm ruthless. I'm leaving you toothless, if I'm high off the goose, if I'm beating you bruises. Like Mike when I strike something twice, if you choose it, I'm warning, don't do it, you lose it.
Yo, what up? DJ Killa Beat of Bedbury Music. Check out the next episode of the Family Hour podcast with the Acid Mints.
Water's not paying enough. He didn't give me canes. Just kidding.